Now, we are the think tank that brought in the petition, a submitted petition to Parliament on the Right to Shelter Act. Now, this is because after extended periods of research, we discovered that millions of Zimbabweans who live in urban areas that are of a low income range tended to migrate towards what we call informal settlements like Solomio, Gazebo, Kingsdale, Kimboki, and so forth. So we made a commitment that in order that these individuals, remain, safe and centered around a shelter that is safe, there was a need for a piece of legislation that brings together all legislations. We say there's a legislative value chain for the title deeds issuance system, starting from surveying up to the provision of services, off-site services. So we feel strongly as a think tank that there were too many pieces of legislation that were disaggregated, that were making it very difficult for a low-income urban Zimbabwean to access title deeds. So we then petitioned Parliament 1 or 2 years ago to start considering the Right to Shelter Act. That would make it almost a compulsory or a kind of a legislative cohesion for agencies within the title deed value chain to provide affordable shelter which is secure through title deeds. So today, the local government parliamentary portfolio committee, after having heard our submission about 3 weeks ago, invited us to listen to the lead agent for this petition, which is the Minister of Local Government and National Housing, so we can listen up. So we were very excited and very pleased that Dr. John Basera and his team, emphasized the importance of our petition, and also reminded the nation that the movement towards title deeds has been triggered by the presidential title deed scheme, which is co-funded by there's a private sector partnership with the Congo Trust. We are very excited about that. We have triggered the mission that we were set to accomplish. But there is only one slight problem that we are going to be having. We noticed that Dr. John Basera and his team were emphasizing the importance of off-site, facilities which relate really to water, roads, and sewage. But we feel that we need to reconsider those kind of restrictions as a condition for title deeds. Why? Because on one side of the petition, we are talking about reducing the hierarchy of steps towards acquisition of title deeds, and on the other, as soon as the presidential scheme starts, local authorities and ministry starts, making reference to this, to the relationship between a title deed issuance and off-site infrastructure. And I think it's going to complicate our petition. Because already as it is, if we look at places like Glenview, Glenlawn, Glenora, Warren Park, Sakuba, everywhere, local authorities are already struggling to provide roads and services and sewerage. So if you are going to make it a condition that title deeds can only be issued regularized in informal settlements where there is water, sewerage, and other services, then it means that we will never get title deeds. So I think these are the elements that we are going to be looking at in terms of making a submission after this committee meeting. Thank you.